The press. Yes, we must go there today and talk about the press, the crushing. When we know that the oil, when God wants to get the oil out of us, and we know in the natural when we have an olive oil, the olive is a whole substance. But when we get the oil out of the olive, it goes through a whole process of being crushed. It goes through a pressing, and it is literally transformed. That is what the Father is desiring of us in this season. He wants us to be transformed for Him. So will you accept the pressing? Will you accept the crushing for the Master's use? Let's talk about the woman with the issue of blood. We know that she pressed through a crowd to get to the hem of Jesus' garment. We know that once she touched Him, that she was healed and she was whole. But I don't want to talk about that part. I want to talk about the circumstances surrounded around her press. So let's talk. The history says that during that time that the crowd was mostly men. Yes, men. The women and the children were on the outskirts of the crowd. So this woman had to press her way through an atmosphere that was unlike her. She had to press through an atmosphere where she stood out, where she, even had to take the chance of being rejected. She took the chance of being kicked out. And let's not talk about that secret flow that was going on in her body. That again, when we talk about the history of it, she should have never been out. She shouldn't even be mingling with people. And if she actually touched someone, they would have considered her unclean. So listen, I have dwelt in this thing a lot. So my thing is, you have this secret flow, you're pressing through this crowd to get to Jesus. So why nobody noticed you? Why nobody kicked you out? Why nobody singled you out? Because it was the ordained timing of God for her healing. The ordained timing of God. So when God is ready to press you, when God is ready to crush you, when God is ready to get the best out of you, it doesn't matter what is going on in your life. He's going to crush you. So remember to love, remember to pray, and be the beacon of light for the world to see.